Oh my gosh. Hey, hello everybody. It's Friday evening, December 3rd, and you know what that means when you watch this on live or on demand. It is once again I, the Simple Man, once again with, put it up folks, the horsemen of the NoDQGalaxy, bringing you our insight, our takes, our thoughts on all things wrestling. Tonight we'll be, of course, discussing, I almost said it, but it's not that. War Games, and it's literally just called that. As we conclude the 2021 NoDQGalaxy WWE Wing of the Predictions League, but I digress. Okay, I remember enough. Hello, everybody, again, and welcome to another NoDQGalaxy Predictions League panel. Again, I am the Simon Noah Foster, and with me, of course, the Horseman NoDQGalaxy, Christopher Ross, Jeff Chadwick, and Mark, Team All Elite Hitman Griffith. Don't forget it. And guys, we made it. It's December. It's the last official WWE pay-per-view of 2021. Been a wild ass year to say the least. Some stuff I'm like, why the hell did they did this? And others I'm like, this was actually pretty good. But this is a whole different ball game as we deal with the animal of Vince McMahon's, damn it, version of NXT. And it's something to say the least. Before we get into tonight's festivities, let's go around and check on how everybody's doing. Again, always great to finally welcome back. Been so long. He and I need to do a one-on-one session just talking wrestling for an hour plus on end. Mark, great to see you. How are you feeling about this Sunday night show?
I'm actually really excited, and it surprises me because this is the first War Games that we don't have Undisputed Era, and this is the first War Games that doesn't feel like what we're used to. So going into, before they announced the two main events, I didn't know where they were going to go, but I'll get more into that. But either way, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, fair enough. Christopher Ross, you've been a longtime friend and fan of the NoDQ Galaxy family, and you've made yourself truly a part of the heart of the Galaxy here on the Predictions panel. It's been a pleasure doing this for you this year, my friend. How are you feeling about this Sunday show?
Well, thank you for allowing me to be on. I can't wait for 2022 and beyond to be a part with you guys. I'm actually excited for this event. I'm looking forward to it. If I had to do a scale of 1 to 10, I'm actually going to give this a solid 7. 7 out of 10 on Sunday. And this is NXT, and NXT will always stand and deliver with their pay-per-view events, and I'm looking forward to it.
All right, I like that. And I definitely hear you. Yes, we hear you. We hear all of you. People don't know what happened before camera. That being said, Jeff is bracing the elements, bracing for what's ahead this weekend, and just bracing life as always. Leader of Meltdown 316. Oh, hell yeah. Jeff Chadwick, always a pleasure. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm bracing my wine right now.
He's not straight edge. He's not straight edge, folks. No, I don't judge.
Absolutely not. Hey. I'm doing great. I'm looking forward for War Games. It's going to be weird not seeing it under the takeover symbol. It'll be weird. This will be the very first pay-per-view without the takeover symbol. So, but to me, any pay-per-view that's NXT will always be a takeover. So I'm looking forward to Takeover 37 War Games coming up this Sunday.
Where the heck is William Regal? We didn't get nothing from him. Is he still even working in this brand of NXT?
He is.
What has happened to everything?
He's still with NXT. He's just taking a break. That's pretty much what it is. Because I actually wondered this the other day. I looked it up. And he has not quit from the company. He has not resigned. He's just stepped down for a well-needed break. For someone who's ran the company since 2014, I don't blame him.
Yeah, again, he's put his heart and soul into that company. And despite what you may read about what it is like right now, again, hindsight's 2020. Your opinions matter, but it really comes down to your own interpretation. That being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to be straight in the middle because based on what I've seen so far in this new breed of NXT, there's potential, but there's definitely still a whole lot of grain. And some of these people, I don't know if they're ready for this. So I'm proceeding with caution because we've already seen some ... dives that almost were catastrophic. But I digress. That being said, folks, yes, we are here tonight to once again discuss War Games, but this is the first ever NXT 2.0 pay-per-view. And it will be the Black and Gold versus 2.0 in the main event. This and so much more is ahead. And again, your opinions matter. Come and join the NoDQGalaxy Predictions League. Link will be across the banner throughout the video and down in the description below. And of course, you have until 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Sunday night to get those predictions in. And might I add, of course, I've been doing this for the whole year. Here is the current team, of course, which I am competing on. Don't know if I'm going to win, but that's okay. I've had fun. Good luck to, of course, Aaron, Big G, and, of course, Mrs. Riff, Caitlin. And, of course, the main focus here, the Galaxy, where right now the analyst Michael Wayne looks to try and be a two-time NoDQGalaxy Prediction League champion with Rots right on his tail. Ashley right now, Mark's superior-minded lady, is doing very well as part of the top 5, but Charlene's right on her tail too. And I'm very curious to see who will remain in the top 20 or who will take this thing as well. So good luck to all of you here in the panel and beyond too. And Jeff, like you said, you're just glad to be part of the top 10.
I am. I'm glad to be tied for 8th, man. I'm telling you, it's this is and the fact that I'm not that far, but I'm 9 points behind the leader. Hey, I'm doing pretty darn good. I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, and Mark, you're in the top 30, so you're definitely doing well, man, as you're, of course, in the lower half of this, but you've had a pretty good run this year, man, for a full year of WWE. I know there's a couple of times you were like, I should have said this, but I was thinking this. And again, sometimes second-guessing yourself is what the ultimate downfall is sometimes.
I absolutely overanalyze too much to the point to where I take chances and it ends up blowing up in my face. I was the one that picked Bianca Belair to defeat Becky Lynch before the pay-per-view. Like, who does that? I just, man, that's a touchy subject.
It happens, man. Again, sometimes you are your own worst enemy. And of course, I just mean that literally when it comes to all of ourselves. And we go, stupid, because dumb moment. By the way, shout out to, of course, Queen of ATW, my friend Megan Chiba, current, I might add, NXT UK superstar in training. Good luck, my friend. Don't burn yourself out. That being said, folks, yes, Chris.
Well, you mentioned me as number 2. I did a pretty good job overall this year. Personally, I'm hoping I could beat Michael Wayne, but hey, anything can happen. I made some good decisions and I made some bad decisions. The bad decision I made was SummerSlam when I picked John Cena to defeat Roman Reigns.
How dare you go against the tribal chief? What were you thinking?
And you're wearing his shirt. What the heck?
Again, sometimes decisions that we make. And yes, folks, we'll definitely be doing this again for 2022, but not just for the WWE, as I do other wrestling shows. Literally, there will also be an Impact Wrestling Pay-Per-View Predictions League, which I was fortunate enough to tie with my friend. Damn it, Chelsea Green! You should have won the damn digital media title, but I digress. And of course, we will definitely go all elite once again next year, where I was able to tie with a trio in the team. But as far as the Galaxy goes, again, Mark, you have an incredible person in your life. Congrats again to Ashley Reynolds that won the All Elite League. We'll see what she can do next year and beyond. And who knows, maybe I'll finally add NWA too, because me and Jeff have really been getting involved in that. And they have pretty consistent pay-per-view schedule too. Other stuff might come, but we'll have to wait and see. And again, folks, you want to be part of the fun? Just reach out to me, whether you want to be part of the leagues or even part of these panels, whether you want to be on screen or just have your voice localized. Love to collab, love to hear from you, because again, it's not about me. It's about just enjoy life and enjoy wrestling. Simple as that. Let's go ahead and get into the show now. So let's talk about this first match that wasn't real graphic yet. I had to look this up. Imperium, Marcel Bartel and Fabian Eichner will defend the NXT Tag Team Championships against Kyle O'Reilly and Von Wagner. Okay, first off, seriously, what sort of freaking foreign name is Von Wagner? That sounds like something that's generic, or I don't know. It's just weird to me.
Missing a first name.
Yeah, apparently it's Wagner. It's like,
right.
Oh Lord, they're totally going to do that. So anyway, let's go ahead and think about this match. So Imperium took the towels off MSK, who had a very interesting reaction with this new formed crowd now, pipe noise or not. And they lost the titles under weird circumstances. I think it was like a lumberjack match. And since then, Imperium, I don't think they've had like a title defense yet, but I know Legado Fantasma has been trying to go after them, along with a couple of other up-and-coming teams, including the brothers in Diamond Mine and the Logan twins that look like a couple of lumberjacks out of the forest. That being said, between them and the young veterans, a lot of NXT UK superstars and NXT 2.0 really have not done jack bleep. So, thinking about again, this is Vince's NXT, but the rumor of where will Kyle O'Reilly stand when his contract expires, something tells me that might be the difference maker here. And just because it's Von Wagner and people want Von Wagner to succeed, and again, Vince, NXT focus, demographic, younger, Imperium, not in that. I'm going to throw a wild card out here and think that we're going to get new tag champs. I'm actually going with the challengers to get the gold. So with that being said, Mark, let's start with you. Your thoughts on this tag title match. Do we get new champs or does Imperium retain the gold?
Man, this is a sticky subject. Like, it's kind of hard to predict because of what you said with Kyle O'Reilly's contract coming up. If they put it on him, would it be like they're trying to show a little love before he makes that decision? Do you think they would do that? Because they just did kind of put the belts on Imperium. And I was just talking about Imperium. I think they're one of the most underrated tag teams in the world. And Walter alone has such a huge presence that it almost outshadows how good the other two are, man. And even now, when they're by themselves and Walter's not even in the U.S., I still don't think they get the recognition that they deserve. They're always on time. They're in sync. They're great sellers and they're great storytellers, man. And I'm glad to see that they've actually got some mic time the last 2 weeks too. Either way, I think that we're not going to get new tag team champions. I think that Imperium retains.
All right, fair enough. According to NoDQGalaxy, again, folks, your opinions matter. Go fill it out. Most people do believe that Imperium will retain, but there is a small portion, 11%, that believes we might get new champs. Again, we see now Kyle and Wagner. Are they on the same page? I don't know. Is there going to be some betrayal? Maybe. But they did the high-low, which is a variation of O'Reilly and Bobby Fish's Red Dragon finisher. And, of course, we know the infamous Bobby Fish is in AEW. Does Red Dragon reform at Winter is Coming or 2022? You tell me. And is that the difference here? Chris, your thoughts on this match? Should we get new tag champs?
Well, my thoughts is with Kyle O'Reilly's contract, I feel he is going to be going to AEW and being with Adam Cole and Bobby Fish and reforming the era. And we're going to get the era versus the Elite. With Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, possibly at Revolution or Double or Nothing in early 2022. But as this match does go, I'm going to say Imperium retains the NXT Tag Team Champions, and I see Von Wagner turning on Kyle O'Reilly.
All right, fair enough. Jeff, anything to add towards that? I know that Barrett talked about maybe Von Wagner turning on O'Reilly, but as far as challengers towards either of these teams, most of the tag teams in NXT 2.0, they aren't even faces. They're heels. So they kind of book themselves in a corner here. So what do they do?
Well, I personally think, honestly, that MSK deserves that rematch. As soon as they get done meeting with the Shaman, which this storyline with MSK has been absolutely amazing. Let me just say that. I love where they're going with this. But I think they're going to get a rematch coming up, and that will be when they gain back the titles. So, needless to say, Imperium retains them Sunday, but don't be surprised if maybe there'll be an appearance by someone named Walter.
Yes, it is rumored that Walter, he could be coming to the States. He could even be a surprise for the Royal Rumble. Now that he's currently dating Ginny, by the way. But again, there's that whole thing about he wants to stay on his home turf, too. But again, the potential matches that Walter could have, if booked properly, do not repeat Chicago. I definitely can understand where you're coming from. But then again, like he said, Chicago was a mistake. Walter's words himself. Has time heal all wounds? Because he did absolutely do everything of NXT UK, the only WWE brand I watch on a weekly basis. Hardly. But We'll see. And again, this whole thing about MSK and the Shaman, this reminds me of freaking Lucha Underground and the White Rabbit Triad almost type dealy. So this is going to be interesting to see where this all leads to. But I guess I'm the odd one out for this. Why not, right? Go big or go home. Okay. Good stuff. So 3-1, Imperium retains. We shall see. Let's move on from there, shall we? The next match we will talk about is, for the record, I'm going to remain simple and civil. That's all I got to say. Roderick Strong has decided to defend his Cruiserweight Championship, as it's named, against Kevin Owens 2.0, freaking Stevie Richards, brother love, Bray Wyatt, Colt Leader, rip-off, knockoff, exclusive man himself, Joe Gacy. Anyway, not much to say here. Since Roderick Strong won the Cruiserweight Championship as part of Dynamite, one of my favorite things so far I've seen in this new inauguration of NXT, I will admit that. Basically, he won it off Kushida, and he's had a couple of successful retainments, but he's been facing people now and feuding with people above 205. And it's almost like 205 no longer exists or even matters when it comes to this title and its identity. With rumor about this title, too, even being abandoned or changed or some other title maybe coming into play here, is, God help us, Joe Gacy the one to literally enact this inclusive era of this championship. Air quotes. Jeff, your thoughts on this match? Do we get a new Cruiserweight champion? For the love of God, please say no.
I hope not. First of all, I commend Roderick Strong for waiving the 205 limit, but still, that's not the point. If it's a Cruiserweight Championship match, Gacy is running 245. Okay, even when they had the light heavyweight title, the limit was 220. So it's like, I don't get why Gacy is going for this title. I just don't get it. But I do agree that they are kind of, dissolving the Cruiserweight title, so to speak. Don't be surprised if they come up with something like the television title. Seriously, I think that would be a great replacement for the Cruiserweight title. With that being said, I have Roderick Strong retaining.
Okay. We've known that Joe Gacy, Chris, has had a ton of TV time, and there's been some controversial circumstances behind some of his promo work as well. But again, right now, Vince's NXT. Is this the first real guy he pushes forward in this brand? We all thought Braun Breaker, for Pete's sake, was going to take the title off Ciampa, and he didn't, and people blame Chucky for that, and that's still up in the air. But give me your thoughts towards this match. Do you actually see Joe Gacy winning this title?
Well, this is gonna be a good match. I'm in my room right now doing this with you guys, and my room is my safe space.
Good Lord. Okay, that's it. I know where he's going.
Continue.
Okay, I'm trying to continue here. It's gonna be a good match. With the rumor that this championship is gonna be no longer the 205 weight limit, is gonna be an all-exclusive championship. I'm gonna make a bold prediction here. I'm going with Joe Gacy to become the new champion.
What? Oh God.
Okay, this isn't a towel. This is a mask. I'm throwing the white mask in.
Noah. If Joe Gacy becomes the new champion, would there be any way of me having a no DQ shirt by the end of the year?
Guaranteed from me.
Do it.
You gotta bet. As far as the NoDQGalaxy goes, Mark, unfriggin' believable. It's not just him, Mr. 1%. 16% believe that Joe Gacy actually will win this match and become the new champion. Wow. If Joe Gacy wins this title, RIP towards everything Triple H was trying to do, legitimizing Cruiserweight Wrestling after who knows how frickin' long. Now, I could go on a rant, but I'm not going to at this moment. Mark your thoughts in this match. Is this Roderick Strong's last match as the Cruiserweight champion thereof?
I'm gonna be quick with my response, but I do want to start off by saying, as far as Gacy, I was on the fence with him, man. I really was, and I want to say that I was actually, as obnoxious as he is, I was a Parker Bordeaux fan, which is Harlan now. So when I was on the fence about Joe Gacy, when Harlan joined in, and he started kind of like being like the Diesel to his Shawn. Obviously, there are no Diesel and Shawn, but you see where I'm going. I kind of like it, man. I don't like the gimmick and character as much as I don't really like that, but I don't think he's bad. Either way, I don't think he's gonna win. Spoiler alert: he's not gonna be. I don't think he's gonna be the cruiserweight champion, 205 champion, whatever the hell they call it these days. He's not. I think Roger Strong's definitely gonna win. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I think that they are going to push Joe Gacy, and I think eventually he will become. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think he'll be NXT champion, but I think he will definitely win that mid card, that mid card level. I think he'll be around there, but I think he'll definitely get a good push here coming up. I don't think they would have put Harlan with him if they didn't have plans for him.
Yeah, well, again, this is Vince and Bruce Pritchard we're talking about that changed plans day of, if not every minute. They could flip the script and rip it literally during this match and tell the ref, okay, make a fast count here, damn it. So, again, I'm terrified for this match in particular, not just for Roderick Strong, who actually has some sort of newfound leverage, identity, and momentum as the leading champion, only champion, might I add, of Diamond Mine, but the Cruiserweight title and what it once stood for. I pray to God he wins this here, or I might as well go on TikTok and cosplay as Johnny Swinger. Anyway. For the love of God, Roderick Strong, do not lose the title to Joe Gacy, or RIP towards everything Cruiserweight Wrestling in WWE, then, now, and forever. But I digress. Okay. So, Chris, you're the odd one out, and also you're bloody insane. But again, I'm a man of my word. There's a NoDQ t-shirt if you actually are correct, and I will hate you for it too. All right, moving on. Place your bets. Place your bets. Who's got the high hand? Who's got the best hand? Who's got the best poker face? It is Cameron Grimes defending his hair against the hair of Mr. Dealer himself, Duke Hudson. And in fact, this all came down to a simple card game where all he had to do was literally get in the head of this man to the point he had a 100% chance of winning, but he threw it away because Grimes literally just got the better of him psychologically, but not physically, as we saw afterwards in the first ever, let's encourage kids to gamble, why not? First ever poker segment that I can remember seeing in professional wrestling, and drove him through the table and cut part of his hair. So it's a WWE match. It's literally hair versus hair. There isn't much more meat besides that. That being said, NoDQGalaxy, wow. Well, that says a lot, considering, let's just think about this. Vince has already talked about not once, but twice changing up Cameron Grimes. They even tried doing like some weird dating angle with him or something. I wouldn't be surprised if that's still the plan. The NoDQGalaxy is dead split, 50-50.
Wow.
Jeff, you're on point first. Who's going bald?
Oh, jeez. This one here is probably the toughest one off the card to predict. I know Cameron Grimes has upped, what's his face? I don't even want to say his name. Duke Hudson, that's it.
Duke Hudson.
He's upped him twice. And both nights were the poker games. I'm sorry, but last time they played poker, I would have not folded. I mean, the key thing when you play poker is the person across the table from you. And you could tell he was bullshitting. I'll just flat out say it. It was bullshitting.
Even I could tell that. I don't even play poker.
I mean, I play poker. But, I mean, it's just, it's one of those things where if you constantly play poker, something like that is like bull. So you would have stayed in. It's nice to see a hair versus hair match. We haven't seen one of those for quite some time now. And we've never seen one in NXT. So this will be a first on that show. But, oh man, this is the toughest one to predict. A part of me wants to go Duke, but a part of me wants to, like 50-50, wants to go Cameron Grimes as well. You know what? I'm going all in on this one. Turn over my cards. Duke Hudson for the win.
What? All right. Interesting. Well, again, he had three of a kind towards the man that didn't have anything. Didn't have a straight, didn't have a flush. He had nothing. And literally, I'm holding a royal flush in my hand. But that being said, I'm not here playing. I'm not here betting. I'm not here gambling. I'm just here chatting. Let's go ahead and get your thoughts on this, Mark. Who folds in this match and goes bald?
Man, I agree with you guys. This is actually one of the hardest ones to predict. And since I could build a case for either side, I thought, who's got the shortest hair now? Like who would do the most damage? You know what I mean? Like, it's only going to take Duke Hudson like 2 months to grow what he's got back now. So I say Cameron Grimes just cut his hair. So, I mean, I don't know if maybe Cameron Grimes' intention was he wanted to get a buzz cut from the door, and he goes to Vince and say, hey, listen, this is what we can do. Let's do a hair versus hair because I'm getting rid of it anyway. Or you could think, you know what? Duke's got the shorter hair. I'm thinking way too much. Cameron Grimes wins.
Again, Mark is not trying to be a prism at his own mind, so
this is all because Vince wants a haircut and he needs some ambition to get one, so that's why he's doing this match.
I mean, Vince hasn't had a haircut since WrestleMania 23, and the last time someone lost their hair in NXT was a bucket of goop thrown over their head by the former Enzo and Cass. How you doing? Just saying. That being said, I still feel like for some reason, based again, Vince's NXT, it's the new breed versus the old school. And he's already talking about changing Cameron Grimes more than one occasion. I feel it's just another step towards it. I'm going to say Cameron Grimes here folds and Duke Hudson gets the best of him. Keep it short, sweet, and simple, because if I say anything else, I'm going to blow my head off in thinking. But Chris, your thoughts on this? Are we seeing a bald Duke Hudson or are we seeing a bald Cameron Grimes?
Well, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. The NoDQ Galaxy is 50-50, and also the betting odds are also 50-50 on this one too. Wow. So this is actually the hardest match to predict. I know with the poker segment that they had, I wasn't really invested into that poker segment at all. I didn't care about it. And when Duke folded and Cameron got the best of Duke Hudson, it was nice, but they should have done more with that. With that being said, I'm going to say it. They're going to change Cameron Grimes up this Sunday by shaving that stupid long hair Cameron Grimes has and make him fresh like all the other guys should be out there. So I'm going to tell you, Duke Hudson for the win.
All right, so I think we're about 50-50. Shout, of course, to the other member of NoDQGalaxy, Cleaver Con Andrew. Good to see you, sir. Go check out his YouTube channel. And what? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with this world where the cruiserweight doesn't exist? No. Tranquilo. I'm not going there. You'll see a rant out this world if it happens Sunday night. I will put it on YouTube. I will go Jim Cornette levels of anger if that happens. All right?
Bring your tennis racket.
I don't have one. I'll have to go to Amazon. Okay. Cleaver also says he's going with Grimes. He's been at the blunt of every gimmick match in NXT.
True.
That is true, but he also lost the inaugural ladder match for the $1 Million Championship, and look at what happened to that. So it's like, okay, he's in the inaugural fame, then he loses after that. Who's to say that both these men don't go bald somehow, and this all just gets thrown out? Is there a disqualification in a hair versus hair match? What are the rules in such a thing in NXT? You tell me. But I digress. Anyway, these matches are just weird. That's why they are kind of fickle, and that's a scary thing. Because, again, this is Vince's NXT, not mine. That means let's go ahead to the actual reason why this show is called War Games in the first place. And we got two of them, which I still find weird, but it is what it is. As the women once again clash in that structure, and we have the following teams: Team Raquel versus Team Mandy Rose, or Team Toxic, depending on who you ask. It is Raquel Gonzalez with Io Shirai, the former Elena Black, Cora Jade, and the former NXT UK Women's Champion, Kaylee Ray, versus Team Toxic Attraction with the NXT Women's Champion, Mandy Rose, the former Priscilla Kelly, Gigi Jordan, JC Jane, and the fickle in her own right, split personality disorder, Dakota Kai. So there's a few things to think about when you look at this match. You have a team of champions and a team of the rest, maybe all potential challengers towards all these titles together. Kaylee Ray just came out of nowhere here as the last part of this match. And again, it feels like what happened at the last War Games, where she came out of nowhere for Team Baszler. We also know that in this match, once again, the face size has the advantage. In last year's War Games, it was Raquel Gonzalez that got the win, but she was on the heel side, and the faces had the advantage last year too. When you look at this match, who has the most to gain? Who needs to be protected in defeat? Who needs the win? In my opinion, I feel you just crowned this trio of ladies your champs. You want them to come out the strongest. But in a gimmick match like this, do you have Kai be in the fall gal, or do you protect them in defeat by having one of the champs pin and some potential future championship match? We've already seen Raquel go after Mandy Rose in a rematch, came up short. She has yet to face either Kaylee Ray, Io Shirai, or this up-and-comer, Cora Jade, who they've really been booking pretty strong lately on the show, towards Mandy Rose's title. One of those three have got to be your next challenger, I feel like, regardless of result in this match. But I also look at, because again, in WWE, your tomorrow is damn sure never guaranteed. And there's all been these talks about Dakota Kai. Okay, she's one of the last ones of the old breed. Will she continue to be part of NXT? I feel like they're finally trying to finish the storyline with Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez, from friends to rivals, towards revenge, towards vengeance at this point. It would not surprise me if the end once again was Raquel standing tall, but this time she breaks Dakota Kai in the process, because Dakota Kai does not work well with others, and she's not part of Toxic Attraction. She's just here because she has a rival in Raquel Gonzalez. Now, I'm giving a lot of you food for thought, but let's go ahead and first see what we got here in the comments. I'm guessing Colin has a thought here. And Chris, I'm going to start with you. He says Toxic Attraction and Dakota for the win. Do you agree or disagree?
This is the hardest match, because what is the NoDQGalaxy thinking right now?
Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, freaking. Oh, okay. I thought that was about the same. Wait, is it? Oh, freaking Lord. Split down the middle, 50-50.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
So you're on point.
Okay, now this makes it harder now. But this is going to be a good War Games match for the women. Speaking about women, this is Beth Phoenix's final NXT pay-per-view, as she's going to be leaving the commentary table. We wish you the best of luck, Beth. We're going to miss you. Just take care of yourself. Yeah, this is going to be a good War Games match. You got Cora Jade, Raquel, Kaylee Ray, Io Shirai. They want to be challengers for that NXT Women's Championship. And person, you just crowned Mandy Rose and Toxic Attraction as top of the NXT in their women's division. And they've been pushing them very hard. Dakota Kai, she's in it because she has a rival with Raquel, and they're trying to finish up. I'm actually going to tell you this. I'm actually going to go with Toxic Attraction and Dakota Kai to win Sunday. And that's that.
Okay. Let's see here. Mark, it looks like Colin has a thought here, and maybe you could add more to this. I love that Io was on the heel team 2 years ago, then face last year, and Kaylee Ray was on the heel team last year along with Raquel Gonzalez. I love the flip-flopping. If you ask me, I think he's being rather sarcastic here, and he's like, why are you doing this? This is madness. But also keep in mind, Kaylee Ray, there is a bit more reason why she's here. Zoe Stark, Io Shirai's former tag championship partner, is injured. Mark, your thoughts on this match? Who takes it?
it really boils down to what kind of plans they have for Toxic Attraction. Are they still like thinking about, is this an experiment? But you would say no, they already, all of them got gold. So I mean, like, it's clearly what they want to do. If that's what they're doing and they're going to stick with it, this would be an opportunity where somebody else can go over and them not lose any gold. And it's also an opportunity for you to build a story to where Mandy's next challenger pins her in this to maybe possibly get the win. Maybe a Kaylee Ray. I'm glad to see her from NXT UK. She never got the recognition over there. Hopefully over here in the US, maybe she could. And that ladder match was the first step of that. Like, that was the best performance out of Kaylee Ray since she's been in the US. So maybe the momentum from that carries over into War Games, and maybe she pins Mandy. And maybe that's an opportunity for Mandy and them to take a loss and not really lose anything. And I understand you want to keep the momentum with Toxic Attraction, but if your plan is to go with them anyway, then they're going to have the gold for at least a few more months anyway, if not longer, if that's what the plan is. I think right now is a good opportunity for the other team to go over and then you to build for more stories going forward. So I'm going to go with EO's team.
All right, so he went with Team Raquel with EO, Cora, and Kaylee Ray. Fair enough. And again, Kaylee Ray, does she work well with others too? I mean, again, can you trust this wild Scot? So that's another thing to think about as well. That being said, oh boy, I'll go next here. Again, I just think about the key two here right now, which really what this all started with, and that is Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. Might I add, the two most experienced, not only in NXT, but in War Games for that matter. The biggest thing I see coming out here as far as spots go is Io Shirai going to dive bomb again with a trash can over her. I still think that was a little bit ridiculous. And just drop on all the people in position. Like, okay, how many choreographed spots are you going to do here? Considering, again, this is a lot of fresh talent here. You got Gigi Jordan, you got Jessie J, and you got Cora J. Those are the key three to watch here because those are the greenest people in NXT. They're the ones they're trying to groom, like you're saying. And two of them are the freaking champions. So that being said, good God Almighty, I've been going for this match too long too. Io Shirai, former NXT Women's Champion. I almost wonder if she's bound to the friggin' roster at this point. Wild card or Superstar Shakeup, some stupid nonsense like that. And then again, Kaylee Ray, do you finally set up a program with her and Mandy Rose? That'd be interesting. Do you revisit Mandy Rose and Raquel? And then again, you got Cora J, who I feel like Cora J right now, she has the most gain from this, and I feel she's going to try and make the most of this moment if they let her. So, again, I'm just going to, like I said, try and keep it simple. I feel like they're going to finish out the thing with Raquel and Kai at the heart of this, but set up Mandy Rose next challenger too, and I somehow have Cora, Jade, and Raquel tagging up to form a victory somehow to win this match for their team. So I am going with Team Raquel too. All right, Jeff. So again, we talked about challengers, storylines, end games here. What's your thoughts on this match? Who do you got?
Well, first of all, we talked about Kaylee Ray being the fourth entrant of Team Raquel, and you know, I couldn't have picked a better person to tag with if I was them. I think she's a perfect fit for the team. She's experienced. And honestly, she's in my eyes just as experienced as Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez, and Io Shirai at that, being in at least two of them.
Right. Yeah, this is Toxic Attraction's first one. Those three
exactly.
And Cora J, again, this is their first one.
And I think that with the fact that you've got if you weigh the options, you've got experience versus inexperience. Because you got three on Toxic Attraction's team that haven't been in it, and you've got what, three on the other side who have been in it. So You've got experience versus inexperience. I have to go with experience on this one, and I'm gonna go out there on a limb on this one. Cora Jade picks up the victory against Mandy Rose. Now this is because they really want to push Cora. And I like the Cora gimmick, although it seems like we've seen this somewhere else before, isn't it? The skateboard, the punk. Anyway, but I digress.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're saying.
But I think that Cora will pin Rose. She'll get a shot, lose. Somebody from NXT will represent in the Royal Rumble, that being Kaylee Ray, and win it, being the first time under Vince that NXT, had, under him. So I'm thinking Kaylee Ray will win the Rumble and challenge Mandy Rose for that title at WrestleMania. That is I'm going out on a limb on this. I think this would be a perfect setup for it. But as far as War Games go, I have to go Team Raquel on this one.
All right. Well, you and the Con are in opposition here. He actually has Jade taking the pinfall. He didn't say exactly who in chat, but yes, go check out his video, folks. Clear Con Andrew on YouTube, where he does give his thoughts as well. And again, Con, good luck to you on both the Team and the Galaxy. And thanks for tuning in. And as for all those that watch, please like, subscribe, and tell a friend.
So you said real quick. He said that Jade will take the pinfall.
Jade
Colin,
takes the pin. He said
Colin,
Jade
I think that was a typo. You might want to recheck that.
Caught him out with a botch.
The botch.
Botch. It's such a silly word.
Wait, no,
all right.
Noah.
Yeah.
I'm actually changing my pick now. I'm actually agreeing with all you guys now.
All right, then. Team Experience, Team Raquel, Team Cora J, potential capitalize, Team Everything non-toxic for the win. Okay, then. I'll take it.
Right.
Horsemen with all the same mindset, as the Galaxy, again, is split. And again, for all we know, I'm pretty sure you are still going to think about it tomorrow. That being said, I kind of want to say this last one's a no-brainer, but again, it is Vince, and I've said it on video, Vince, up anything NXT. You don't get more NXT than this. The Black and Gold versus 2.0. You have the last stand of Triple H's NXT in the Black Heart and the current NXT champion, I might add, Tommaso Ciampa, with running mates in DIY, friend, enemy for life, you tell me, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano. And then you have the wide-eyed former $1 Million champion, L.A. Knight. And then you have the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne, taking on the new breed. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a WrestleMania 23 ECW thing. What the hell they call it? Team 2.0? Whatever. Yeah. You got Carmelo with the freaking title that doesn't exist or matter. You talk about mid-card championship. There's your mid-card championship. Why they haven't defined that yet? Sorry, I digress. Carmelo Hayes, North American champion. What's his name?
Grayson Waller.
Thank you, Grayson Watt. Stupid name. Rip off Soprano cast-off, Tony D'Angelo, and Rick Steiner's long-lost cousin, though they refuse to acknowledge it, Braun Breaker. Okay, first off, Mark technical difficulties. I hope he gets back in.
It's all because you forgot Waller's name. I'm telling you, dude.
Waller's just there, man. Okay, there's not much more to say about him. He's the running mate. He's the second of Carmelo Hayes at this point. All right. By the way, he did say, just to clarify, Jade takes the pinfall. We'll see if Mark can get in here, or maybe he can do something in the chat. Doggone cell phone batteries. Now you're going to get me on technical rant. All right, before anyone says anything, let's get the cleavers part here. 2.0 wins. Gargano eats the pin, or is the one to turn on the Black and Gold to cost them the match in a shocking end to his contract. We do not know if he's resigned any type of deal besides the extension until 12/10/21.
Right.
All right. First off, shout out to, of course, Mark Griff. I hope he gets back in here. Otherwise, Mark, good luck Sunday. That being said, Jeff, you first reached out to me, I believe, in our chat. You wanted to kick this thing off. You had a lot to say. So set our minds and the pace without even knowing what the Galaxy says. Give me your thoughts and your pick for this match. Who takes War Games?
So on 2.0, you have the Mark Mero wannabe, Grayson Waller. I mean, how else would you compare it to? I mean, come on. You've got a champion that has yet to defend his title. You've got Steiner math.
Ouch.
And as you said, the Soprano wannabe. So you got a great collection of guys on 2.0. Flip side of the coin, you have the Blackheart. You know, you've got the NXT champion Tommaso Ciampa and Gargano, DIY back for one more match. You also have bring up the thing again. My mind's going like bonkers.
On top of seeing Pete Dunne.
Yeah, Pete Dunne. You got Pete Dunne, the Bruiserweight, You can't knock this guy. This guy is for real. He knows what he's doing, and I love his style of wrestling. And then you've got
L.A. Knight.
I can't call him that though, because I know him as something else. I can't. Anyway, you got L.A. Knight. Yeah. This is a perfect example of old school versus new school. This is where I think we see new school is going to come out on top. This is where 2.0 will beat black and gold. This is where I think that you might see a couple of the guys on the black and gold get called up to the main roster. One being Pete Dunne. I could see him getting called up because his crew is gone. You got was it Oni Lorcan gone? He's gone. Who else was he with?
Danny Burch and
Ridge Holland.
Ridge Holland, who's on SmackDown now, apparently with Sheamus.
Right. So I could see Dunn popping up to SmackDown and joining forces with Ridge and with Sheamus. I could seriously see that. So I mean, my thoughts is this: that you've got experience versus rookies. Might as well call them that if you want to look at it in that kind of a picture. The rookies are going to take this because it's just that's the only way I see this. I don't see experience in this match, unlike the last one. I don't see experience taking the win. So my vote is for Team 2.0.
Damn. The only guy on there that seems legitimate actually is Braun Breaker, but still, again, he lost the title. Colin did bring up an interesting point, though, Chris. Ciampa has been yet to lose in a War Games match. It's bound to happen. But is it bound to happen this Sunday? Is this Ciampa's last stand, defending what once was the proud black and gold Triple H's NXT?
What is the Galaxy thinking right now?
55% says Team 2.0. 45% believes in the black and gold. Pretty close.
I've been thinking about this long and hard right now. I just feel here's my opinion on this. If black and gold does pick up the win here, I can see maybe a returning Timothy Thatcher. I can see him returning this Sunday and maybe costing black and gold the win, or maybe beating down Tommaso Ciampa and maybe saying, hey, Timothy Thatcher turn on his tag partner and to go after the championship that he wants is the NXT champion. So I've been thinking about that, if Timothy Thatcher is going to return this Sunday or not. It's about experience versus inexperience, and
on a whole different level.
Yeah, on a whole different level. I met Tommaso Ciampa when I was at an NXT live event in Warren, Ohio.
Nice.
Back in January of 2020, before the pandemic of COVID-19 started.
Yeah.
So it was nice to meet Tommaso Ciampa. With Johnny Gargano, his contract is he signed for one more week to work this event, and we don't know if he's staying or leaving, but I'm hoping Johnny Gargano stays because they gave a contract extension to Candice LeRae because of her pregnancy. I think she's due soon. So I feel in a way have Johnny can re-sign with the company, but they're going to have Johnny Gargano take some time off, be with his wife until the baby is ready. And then once Johnny gets fully better, I can actually see Johnny saying he's going to re-sign with WWE and we're going to see him again. With that being said, I think with my prediction, I have a gut feeling I'm going to have to say New Blood's going to win. I think 2.0 is going to win?
It's weird because, again, is Vince's NXT everything he hoped it was to be, or is it just another one of those failed prods that he's just trying to immediately put in the proverbial golden shot, everything that was going to be his vision, but he's like, oh, I don't like it. Let's just build it from the ground up. I mean, you talk about changing it again and again to the point now you got LED boards with a fake audience as dead as zombies, deader than the actual people that are there, and most of those people seem disinterested. And again, don't get me started on the whole color and graphic design and all this thing. But looking at this match, I mean, it'd be weird to see Johnny Gargano leave, but again, this is not the NXT he made his own. He brought to the forefront. He brought to a new echelon. This is not the same NXT that he and Ciampa had one of the rivalries in professional wrestling for over a year plus.
Yep.
And then you have Pete Dunne, who's always been a guy you would think would be a singles champion in NXT, yet to be. It's like he's just been part of NXT in certain matches. Nothing has come from them. And then you have LA Knight, who is one of the newest in this, which is ironic because he came in during Triple H's NXT. But you would think he would be a standout guy in this new era of Vince's NXT. Nope, he pretty much got the shaft as soon as he lost to Braun Breaker. Then on the other side, out of the 4 people there, the only one that legitimately seems like he could be somebody is Braun Breaker. So, again, experience versus inexperience. Does both the experience size take War Games, and do we just convince ourselves that NXT 2.0 is an absolute flop? But I also think about this in context-wise. Dexter Lumis' hand was broken by Hayes and his second, whatever the hell his name is. I don't care. And right now he's gone missing. So I wonder if Dexter Lumis shows up and maybe goes after Carmelo Hayes. Do you build a North American Championship top picture out of that? And does that also help the freaking experienced people get the win here? And might I add, it's 2.0 that has the advantage here too. And we've seen in past War Game matches with the men, they all go to hell somehow. Someone gets taken out, trapped, etc. Khan also did bring up a point earlier. I'll bring up again. Trick Williams is another one that could show up as well. You're right. He did endorse Carmelo Hayes too. There's many different ways I see this going, but if this is Johnny Gargano's last match in NXT, I would think that they would leave him with a high note with everything he's done. If this is Ciampa's last stand in NXT, they're all going to go after him. They're going to come back in vengeance, in defeat, and try and destroy the Blackheart and take the title off him by force. Maybe they all gang up together and get the title on Braun Breaker. Do we get some sort of faction out of these 4? Because right now they're just pawns at this point. Something in me feels like right now, for the love of God and what I loved and stood for, I got to go with the old school, pulling out the win one last time. If this is the Black and Gold's last stand, damn it, I want to see him go down in a blaze of glory. And then give me the tragedy afterwards this Tuesday on NXT. So I'm going against both of you. I am going to say that Black and Gold wins. JD Ultra with a comment here. Dexter is awesome. I totally see him making a surprise entry at War Games. Yeah, he comes up from underneath the ring. We don't even know what this War Games structure is going to look like, by the way. Is it going to be a rainbow cage with a ceiling on it? Is it going to literally circle the rings? Is it going to be a gap like Hell in the Cell to allow somebody to show up from underneath the ring? We don't know what the hell to expect.
My personal opinion, as far as when you were mentioning about Gargano's, this could be his last match. I think he will resign, but he'll resign for a short contract. I think that the culminating thing that will happen is that when Gargano has his last match, it's going to be a retirement match or a loser leaves NXT match. That's what it's going to end up being, and that's when Gargano will lose. I think that that's probably where it will go, but obviously right now I don't think it's going to go that way because Ciampa has the title. I don't see them going at it one more time, even though I'd love to see it. But I don't think that's going to happen. But it'll be down the road when someone else has the title and Gargano challenges it, loses, and that's the end of that.
Well, let's be honest. There's nobody in the new breed right now of 2.0 that looks like they could take the title off Ciampa besides Braun Breaker. Who could you possibly name or set up at this point, based on this War Games match alone, to actually take the title off the Blackheart? Because when that happens, Triple H's NXT is officially dead, in my opinion. He is the last guard, the last stand.
Yep, absolutely.
So that's all I got to say about that. So good stuff, gentlemen. Again, it's the first ever pay-per-view of the 2.0 era of NXT. Is it the last? Is it the last time we see anything black and gold? Is it a sign of things to come? Or is this like Evolution that doesn't make enough money and you never see another War Games again? Who the hell knows? It's Vince McMahon, right? So I'm Scared for what's ahead, but I'm curious too. But as far as intrigue and interest, it's not that high. But the fact that some of these matches are so polarized in ways that can go, I guess there is some investment in that too. So good luck to everybody. Again, Mark, good luck to you. I look forward to reading your opinions. And again, NoDQGalaxy, good luck to all of you. Con says, good luck Sunday, boys. Have a good weekend. And you do the same. And I hope you all do the same too. Before we leave tonight, let's go ahead and plug and promote where you all can find and connect with us. Again, we're just simple fans of wrestling in our own way. So come and chat with us if you wish. Let's hear what you got to say. Chris, always a pleasure. Again, good luck Sunday. You have a very close shot to take the league. But in the meantime, where can people connect and find you?
Well, where everybody can find me at is my Insta is CROTS 2.0. I had to steal that from NXT 2.0.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, he's got a Roman shirt on.
well, clever.
Yeah, I'm about to say he's covering all the brands.
He is.
My Snapchat is C_ROT17. My Twitter is uppercase C, uppercase R, lowercase OTZ 24. 24 is for the great Kobe Bryant. My TikTok is ROT_2423.
Anytime I hear that, I just cringe. Big G, what the hell's wrong with you? Continue.
My Facebook is Christopher Roch. Just hit me up, and I like to chat with one of you guys, and I'm a nice person, so just hit me up, and I'll talk to you about anything. And Jeff, go Georgia, beat Alabama tomorrow in the SEC championship game.
Oh, you hurt my feelings on that one.
Should I just leave the room right now? Okay, we just went from a sports entertainment to sports. Okay, I feel I'm outside my comfort zone. That being said, Chris, bold statement. And by the way, 2.0 rules. That 2.0 only, but I digress. That being said,
but good luck to you. Good luck to you guys on Sunday. I'll definitely be watching NXT War Games on Sunday because I work from 10 to 6, and I'll be home in time for War Games. So good luck, and I'm looking forward to chatting with you guys in 2022 for day one pay-per-view.
Yes, literally. The freaking 2022 league starts January, day one. Why do I feel like day one's just another name for Doomsday? But I digress. Maybe I'm spoken too soon. You freaking short-sighted. Nope, not going there. Even if I'm not monetized, not going there. I could, but I'm not. Jeff, always a pleasure, man. Again, good luck to you. It's been a hell of a year. Let's go out with a bang. Even though it's not Mega V-Trigger level, but it should be something. It's probably going to be more than a sparkler. Where can people connect and find you?
First of all, you said that, not me. Second of all, grab a ref shirt. I'm taking on Mr. Georgia up there. Alabama for the win. Alabama for the win. Anyway, you can find me on Meltdown on Facebook. Absolutely. Join, subscribe, like, favorite, whatever it is you do on Facebook. You can also find us on Twitter. On Meltdown 316. You can find me on TikTok. Just kidding. But no, we have a great league going on. We've got the final 8 right now. It's going to culminate to the final 4 in our predictions league. That will be starting this coming week. And I cannot wait. We will have a fatal 4-way to find out who will be crowned the very first Meltdown Community Prediction League champion. And they will go into season 3 as the champion. So if you guys want to join season 3, anybody that's watching, contact me on Meltdown. We'll get you in the league. Noah's in it. Chris is in it. Mark is in it. And we're going to have a grand old time. You get to create your character, and you can act your character. You cut your promos. You got to do it all. We're going all out this season. So we're looking forward to having people join us. Always looking for more people.
I've always been the guy that just likes to do play-by-play, but if I have to try and pull out something, I'll see what I can do. And that being said, I knew that friggin' NXT 2.0 would be my downfall because, again, not my NXT. But that being said, Jeff, great stuff, and I look forward to competing next season. And, folks, you want to know more about me? Know this. I'm just a simple man and a lifelong fan of professional wrestling, damn it. But I digress. So follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, and Foster 1916. Of course, on the Simple platform and my Simple YouTube channel, where I will talk to you about all sorts of Fanes wrestling, included but not limited to right here. And shout out to my ATW family on Twitter. If you haven't already, check out this product I started this year with a great group of friends. Shout out to JD Ultra, called the ATW View, a family of professional wrestling friends that give you out of nowhere predictions, talks, rants, stories, and reactions, and just fun, wholesome, multi-person discussions on all things wrestling too. We might do one more show talking about maybe our favorite moments from all things wrestling this year. I have to get with the crew, but wait and see. Stay tuned, because on my YouTube channel, I will have top 10 matches from New Japan Pro Wrestling, AEW, NXT, not NXT 2.0, NXT, and maybe even WWE. Personal opinions of mine, whether you agree or disagree, it's up to you. I will be back, though, with Body Slam University to, of course, recap Rampage with, of course, the lovely Cindy G. And I will be back with the Jeff Meacham Network tomorrow night to discuss Hot Times and give you simple play-by-play for that, too. The next pay-per-view of the NWA. And then we'll pick things up, not only with day one, but my first real show, Wrestle Kingdom 16 in Tokyo Dome for the first 2 days, then Yokohama Arena in the third. Noah versus NJPW. Let's freaking go. As always, I like to close. There are no winners, there are no losers, there are no bears. They're just fans with opinions for this passion we all share. So at the end of the day, folks, support one another and respect each other. Just enjoy life and enjoy wrestling, as simple as that. And to anybody who's going through hard times, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, find the help. Get the support you need. You're not alone in anything you're going through, too. My heart goes out to you, included but not limited to Kimberly, good old JR, Jim Ross, the analyst Michael Wayne, and, of course, Jesse Davin. Fight, Jesse, fight. Nothing but respect to you, fellow Buckeye. And that's all I got to say, folks, as SmackDown literally is 10 minutes away, and I'm sure you can't wait for a 4-minute-long Roman Reigns entrance and Brock Lesnar and freaking, what's his name, causing Michael Cole's life and gray hairs to go more gray on commentary. Pat McAfee, that's his guy. That's the freaking guy. That being said, folks, thanks for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Hit the bell notice video goes live on this channel. Hit the subscribe button. Help me keep growing this channel. And shout out to all 220 of you for this fun YouTuber's greatest journey. It's not laying up anytime soon, especially for my new simple station and my brand new home, too. For Mark, the all-elite hitman, Griffith, and his lovely second half, Ashley Reynolds. For Christopher Rotz, for Jeff Chadwick, for the entire NoDQ family, team, and galaxy, and all fans and friends and things wrestling. Thank you for an incredible 2021, this Predictions League. Good luck to everybody. We are the horsemen of the NoDQ Galaxy. We'll be expand and continue. You'll have to wait and see in 2022. I hope you all enjoy your weekend and have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, too. We'll see you in 2022. Take care. Goodbye and good night. See you all next time.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy
stay
holidays.
safe. I sincerely mean it, okay? It's easier said than done, but seriously, do everything you can to protect yourselves and the others around you. And if you're going through stuff, get the support you need. And tag me in that, too. Jesse, you got this. Bye, folks.